So I'm going to show you a stretcher routine from the ground up and with working on mobility that you can do that will really help you with your golf swing. So what I like to do is I like to start with the ankles. Now, how the golf swing works is we want to make sure that we're mobile from the ankles, okay, the hips, the upper trunk, thoracic area, and then the shoulders. Okay, so what we're going to do is a quick stretch routine that's going to hit on those joints to help us during the golf swing. So the first one I want to do is in chair. So what you're going to do is you're going to sit, and if you have limited ankle mobility, this is a great little exercise you can do. Just do a little dorsiflexion, keep your toes up, and we're going to go back and forth. Okay, that's windshield wipers. Okay. So you're going to do this for about 30 seconds, and we're going to just go through once. And what I want you to do at home when you're working on this stuff at your own is go through it 2 to 3 times. So you're going to do 2-3 sets. Okay, so you do 30 seconds. That way, then we go the same way. So you're going back and forth. Okay. All right, and that'll help with that ankle mobility. Next joint we want to hit on is the hip joint. So the first stretch that I see a lot of my clients, they're tight because you sit most of the day, is the front hip flexor. But we're also going to hit 2 muscle groups here to help with that mobility. So what you do is you can get one of these bands, or you can get a towel, and you're going to come forward and you're going to push that front hip forward, and then you can pull up. Okay, so now you're not only going to stretch out the SWS muscle, your hip flexors, but you're also going to stretch out your quadricep from the front of your leg there. Okay, so you hold this 30 seconds. Keep breathing. It's important to breathe and also drink a little bit of water. Make sure your muscles are hydrated when you're doing those types of stretches where you're holding. So make sure you're breathing with your, breathe in your nose, make your belly big, and then breathe out. Okay, so we're going to do both sides, 30 seconds on each side. Okay, the next thing I want to hit is my glute muscle, and we're also going to work on internal hip rotation. So we're going to come over, so you're going to hit that piriformis muscle, the glutes, and you're going to come in front of that front leg. So you're going to try to make it about 90-degree angle. Again, if it looks from the front, this is what it's going to look like. Take your left leg back and just go over, okay, and hit those muscles. Okay, do it nice and slow. Okay, so hold that for 30 seconds. You do each side. Okay, so now I'm going to show you with the band, help you with internal hip rotation so we can move our hips rotational. What you're going to do is take that band on the inside, take your left hand on the outside of that leg, and then just pull out. Okay, you want to hold this for 30 seconds again. And then we can go the other way. Pull up. And you can even take that elbow on the inside of that knee and pull it toward you. Okay, do that 30 seconds now. Since we're in this position, I just like to stretch out the hamstring. So what you do is you just pull, just try to straighten that leg. I try to just relax my back. Just keep that leg straight and pull it up. Okay, after 30 seconds of this stretch, I'm going to take my leg, go to the outside, and pull up. It's going to hit the inside of the leg as well. Loosen up all these muscles. Okay, and then I go to the other side. Just try to keep your shoulder blades on the ground and pull slightly up. Out, and that's going to hit the outside of the hip, the glutes, and the outside of the leg again. It's a really good stretch. So we're going to do both legs on those, so the same routine that you just did. I'll show you real quick to review. So we're going to go right hand outside of that knee, and then just pull out. Okay, 30 seconds. Go the opposite way. Take the elbow. You can go on, hold it in the ankle, pull it more towards you. It's going to hit that same glute muscle again. This is a little different stretch. Okay, then I just go up, straight my leg. Okay, 30 seconds. And then let it fall to the outside, kind of pull up. It's going to hit the inside of the leg. Do that for 30 seconds, then I come over to the other side, pull up, 30 30 seconds. Okay, so your hips should be pretty mobile by now, feeling good. Okay, now we're going to hit the upper thoracic area. So there's a couple ways that we can stretch that. My favorite, you go on your side, you're going to take your legs to 90 degrees. Okay, take your right hand above, come out the top, and then you're going to look off to the opposite side. So if you want a little more stretch, straighten your left arm and let it fall. In this pose and stretch, you're going to hold for about 1 to 2 minutes. So you really want to stay in this stretch for a while. Okay, so switch to the other side. That's what it's going to look like. Do it from this angle. So we go here, 90 degrees. Okay, and then we're going to look off to our other side. That's what it's going to be. With these twisting stretches, you want to make sure if you have any joint problems, disc problems with your back, we got to be careful with the twisting exercise. So make sure that you do see a physician, that you're ready to do this before you actually do this exercise routine. Okay, so another good stretch, we take our right leg, put it flat over, take your right arm in line with your left leg, take the palm up, and just twist, the pretzel stretch. Okay, to the other side. Palm up, twist. Okay, and then the final, just a little exercise I like to do is cat camel. You're going to get on all fours on your knee. You're going to let your chest sink, let it fall on the ground. Okay, and then we're going to arch your back. In each position, I hold for about 2 seconds. But put your chin up when you let your chest fall. And then arch. Okay, for those, I like to do about 12 to 15 reps of those. And we're good to go for our upper thoracic area. Okay, so the last thing I want to work on is our shoulder. So the first thing I do is I want to make sure that I'm stretching the front deltoid. So what you can do is you can take a chair, take 2 chairs. Okay. Take 2 chairs and just go down, let yourself fall. Okay, this can also stretch out the front pectoral muscles. You can also take a doorway. Okay, and then push in. So it stretches that front deltoid and that shoulder. Okay? Next stretch I want you to do is just come across. Again, these you hold for 30 seconds. Come across. Okay. Next one I want you to do is go above. You can also grab a towel if you have a hard time getting your hands close together like I do. I have a long right shoulder, so I gotta be careful of that right shoulder. So what I do is I take these bands that help me get a little bit closer and stretch those muscles. So I start out, pull up. Just gonna hit that rotator cuff. Hold for 30 seconds, then I pull down. Okay, let me switch it up. Pull up, 30 seconds. And then I pull. for shoulders. If you want, you can take a golf club. Here, I'll do this real quick. Another way to hit the rotator cuff, take the golf club behind you, okay, hold it here, and then just kind of pull up. And do the other side. So go through that round twice, 2 to 3 times, and the final stretch that if you want to implement, this is my favorite at the end I do, just a downward dog yoga pose. What I try to do is try to get my heels close to the ground. I bend one knee so I get a deeper stretch on that calf muscle in the back of my muscles in my leg. And then I switch it out, I do 30 seconds. If you want to hit the calf a little bit different, you rock a little bit. Get that deep stretch. Okay, that's a stretching routine. If you do that from the ground up, follow that routine, I think it's going to really help you get more mobile, and those joints need to be mobile. And if you have trouble finding out where your mobility you're lacking, where the root cause of your inconsistency is coming from your golf swing, go see a Tyler's Performance Institute instructor that can do a biomechanical evaluation on you, pinpoint exactly where you need mobility help, and they'll get you that information.